everybody. So we're just going to jump right into it, and we're going to start with our breathing. Make sure you're sitting in a comfortable seated position, and we are going to be breathing, taking everything in, and make sure that you're setting your intention for your practice for today as you're inhaling and exhaling and bringing in all the positive vibes. Keep your eyes closed if you can. And just take in all of the positive energy and release all the negative energy. Alright, so we're going to look to this side and look to the other side. We're going to start out with loosening the neck, and we're going to roll it in one direction. I'm going to pause and roll it in the other direction. Go at your own pace. It doesn't have to be the same pace as mine. Bring your head back, bring it forward, back again, forward, back again. Lift your right arm up, bring it to your knee, take your hand in the back, and we're going to do a slight twist looking over your shoulder. We're going to do the other side the same way. Whatever you do on one side, you must do to the other side. And we're going to do it again, just to get this nice side twist going, to awaken your muscles as we do these nice stretches. Then we're going to roll around here, helping with the hip area and the back and just loosening up a little bit. Pause and go into the other direction. Again, go at your own pace. Remember, this is your practice, so make it your own. You don't have to do it exactly like I do it. And if you cannot do this, that's fine. You can sit there or lay there and meditate. Then we're going to bring the arms up and we're going to fold forward, get a nice stretch with our legs crossed. If you cannot do this, that's fine. This is just a nice stretch. Now we're going to be in a seated position, move the flesh from the sits bones, and we're going to do a forward bend. Sitting down, seated forward fold, and you're bending from the waist. Make sure your back is, if you go here, if you can't touch your feet, that's fine. Make sure your back is not rounded. Try to make it as straight as possible. And this is nice for the waist here. You're bending at the waist. Make sure your back is straight. That's what I'm pointing at. Do not hunch over like that. That's a no-no. Make sure that you're nice and straight. Your alignment does count with yoga. You want to be enjoying yoga. You do not want to be in pain. Remember that. And again, if you cannot touch your feet, that's fine. You can do what your body can handle in this moment. Alright, so now we're going to take our right leg and we're going to flex the foot. Point and flex and point and flex. I'm sorry, these mosquitoes was bothering me. Okay, point and flex, point and flex. Okay, we are warming up the ankle here. Okay. And we're going to rotate the ankles here. Okay. Then we're going to take the other side. Whatever you do on one side, you must do on the other side. You have to be balanced. So point and flex and circle your ankle in one direction and circle it in the other direction. It's a nice little stretch. We're awakening all the muscles in the body. Then we're going to take our knees in and we're going to move from side to side, massaging the back. And now we're going to open our legs here, and we're opening up the hip flexors by doing this. Okay, again, do it at your own pace. Now we're going to do it in another direction. If you cannot do this, that's fine. Do what you can handle at the moment. All right, now we're going to take the right leg and we're opening up the hip flexors again, and we're flexing the foot, and we're just bringing the right leg over, and we're doing the same thing with the left leg. We're just opening up the hip flexors, okay, as much as we can. And this is also good for the back too. Then we're going to take our yoga strap. You could use a scarf, you could use a resistant band or whatever that you have, or a towel to do this, okay? Now you're going to take your right leg. This is the modified position, but if you want to do like me, do it like me. We're going to open up our hip flexors even more. If you cannot do this, you can do small little circles, all right? If you can't do it this wide, that's fine. I totally understand. Your body will be ready when your body will be ready. It doesn't have to be ready today. It doesn't have to be ready tomorrow. It could be a year from now. You know, don't force your body if you can't do it. You don't want to be in pain while you're doing yoga. Once again, you want to be in a nice, calm state, and you don't want anything happening, okay? Nice little stretch here. I'm a little stiff, as you guys can see, but that's okay. But if you can't do this, once again, you don't have to. Bring it over. Get a nice little small twist as you look to the right side. You're going to have a nice little twist in the back. And this is what you're going to do on the other side as well. All right. You have to keep everything balanced. So we're going to do the other side as well. Again, do what your body can handle at the moment. You may not get it today, you may not get it tomorrow, but your body will get it eventually. Everybody's different. It takes others longer, it takes others quicker. So it's really up to your body. Just be in the moment. Hold your stomach in, if you can. And let's go for your hamstrings there. Then you're going to take both of your feet and you're going to do a nice little circle for like the small of your back, just to give a nice little massage, and do it in the other direction as well. Then you're going to take this is what you're going to do. You're going to take your legs and you're going to go exactly what I'm doing, just to get the muscles moving. Alright, so we are done with the strap. Please put it to the side. And now we're going to do windshield wipers. Start wherever you want to start, is really up to you. Do it at your own pace. Put your arms in field goal posts or cactus arms as you are doing this. Then you're going to rock to get to a seated position. You don't have to do it this many times, but I just like doing it because it's fun. And this also massages your back as well and gets the heart rate pumping. Alright, now we're going to do half Lord of the Fishes. Bring your hand to your elbow to your knee, and you're going to do a slight little twist as you're looking over your shoulder. And you're going to do that with the other side. Whatever you do on one side, you must do to the other side. Always remember that. Alright, so now we're going to get in tabletop position. Make sure that your hands are like that as I showed you as suction cups, and we're going to do a few cat and cows, or more than a few cat and cows. And you could do it at your own pace. Alright, so now this is child's pose or safe pose. My knees are open. If you want to open your knees, you can, or you can close them. It's really up to you. But that's the pose that you go in if you want to reset yourself, okay? If you get tired. Alright, now we're going to go into downward facing dog. And then we're going to make sure your hands are like suction cups. Gonna do a downward dog split. Bring your foot to your glutes. And we're going to do this exercise here. Whatever you do on one side, you must do on the other side. Downward dog split. Bring your foot to your glutes. And bring it in. Now we're going to do planks. Right leg up, left leg up. I don't know how many planks I did, so this is the first plank. And I did chaturanga. If you can't do chaturanga, you could do knees, chest, and chin. So I will show you knees, chest, and chin in a little bit, because I believe I did 3 chaturangas, I believe. Okay. So if you cannot do these planks, that's okay. Try to keep your stomach in. If you can, hold your stomach in. If you can't do this, please lay down and meditate, or do what you can, or go into downward facing dog, or go into your safe pose, whatever that you have to do in order to not hurt yourself, okay? I know you want to push, but you don't want to push your body so hard to where you won't be able to, you know, function the next day, okay? You want to make sure you want to keep it safe while doing yoga, because you can get injured while doing yoga, believe it or not, y'all. I'm serious. I don't want nobody going to urgent care or the hospital. I always say this. Okay, that's knees, chest, and chin, as you guys just saw. All right. And I try to keep my elbows as close to my body as possible. I know that's really hard, but especially when you're doing chaturanga, that's what you want to do. I tried to do that, but it's really, really hard. So I really do have to work on that with my chaturangas, and also with my knees, chest, and chin. So you just want to make sure that your elbows are as close to your body as possible, because that is the proper way. And when you're doing planks, you want the eyes of your elbows, the inside of your elbows, to be facing outward, if you can do it, okay? The mosquitoes would not leave me alone. Sorry, y'all. Alright, we in downward facing dog. Back into plank. Again, if you can't do these many planks, even if you just do one, that's cool. And we're going to move your body side to side. And we're going to go back in the child's pose. Safe pose to reset, and roll your wrists to alleviate any pressure that you feel. Back to tabletop position, and we're going to take a few cat and cows. Do as many as you would like. When you arch your back, you're going to inhale, and then you're going to exhale it out. Alright, so now we're going to do some side planks. This is the modified version. But if you want to take it further, this is what you do. If you can't do this, that's okay. Okay, don't please. I don't want you stressing yourself out, alright? Okay. So modified version. And this is the regular version. So do what you can, okay? Do what you can. Do it on the other side again. Side plank. On the other side again, side plank. And if you want to lift your leg up, I know y'all probably like, what? You don't have to do that, but that is an option. And there we have it, back to tabletop pose. And we're going into our child's pose to reset for the next pose. And roll your wrists if you have to. If you don't have to, you don't have to do this, but this helps with any pressure that you are having. All right, we're in downward facing dog, and we're going to meet our hands to our feet. We're going to look up, flat back, bring it back down, breathe. I'm sorry. Bring your arms up. I did not say that. And bring it back down, swan dive and breathe. Look up, flat back and breathe. I'm sorry, but I haven't been saying breathe a lot, so I apologize, y'all. But remember, you have to breathe in all of these poses. All right, so now we're going to go into warrior 2, Vera 2. Flip the hands, bring it back to peaceful warrior or reverse warrior. Bring it over, and you're going to bring your hand over. All right, so now we're going to bring this leg back, and we're in downward facing dog. I'm going to take the other leg and do the same thing. Went to warrior 1, but I meant to go into warrior 2, so I apologize. Flip the hands back into reverse warrior. Bring it back and bring your arm over. Make sure everything is aligned. Make sure your knee is not over, windmill down. Back into downward facing dog. Take the block. We're going to do Trikonasana. If you need the block. This is if you need the block. You can put it here however height you want it. And this is Trikonasana, triangle pose. And there we are here. And we're going to do on the other side. If you need the block, please use it. I don't want anybody straining themselves, okay? Make sure that you use the block if you need to. Triangle pose. Now we're going to do a forward bend. Bring your feet forward, and we're going to bend over. Do it again. Widen your legs if you can. And we're going to stretch on this side. Take a nice little stretch if you can. If you can't do it, that's fine. Do what your body can handle. Continue to do the forward fold. Now we're going to go into down facing dog. Bring the right leg. We're going to bring it up. We're going to do a warrior 2 again. Reverse warrior. I'm doing this over again. And bring the arm over. Bring your hands down. Bring your right leg back. Downward facing dog. Other leg. Warrior 2. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Flip the hands. I kind of got mixed up. Reverse warrior. That's what I'm doing again because I didn't realize, so I think I messed up a little bit. So I apologize, but it's always good to do it again. The more practice of the pose, the more that you will get it, okay? Back to downward facing dog. So it's not that we messed up. We just did it, okay? Bring your hands to your feet, and we're going to do a forward fold, and we're going to take the ragdoll pose. Grab your elbows, okay? And this is the ragdoll pose. Hang your head low. Bring your hands to the mat. Look up, flat back. Breathe. Swan dive up. Uttanasana, chair pose. Try to hold your stomach in. These mosquitoes won't stop bothering me. Bring it back down. Bring it back up to Uttanasana. Make sure that your knees is not over your feet and you're going back on your heels. Sitting back on your heels like about to sit in a chair. Put your arms, if you want to, into field goal pose or cactus arms. It's really up to you. Whichever feels comfortable for you. Bring your arms up. if you can, or bring it here. It's really up to you. And remember to breathe. Always remember to breathe. I didn't really say that in the beginning, but I always mean it. Breathe. All right, so now we're going to go into a squat. Hands in prayer. And I'm going to show how it looks from the front. If you cannot do this, that's fine. I totally understand. Hands at heart center. Then we're going to take a stretch in a little bit. And we're going to stretch up to the sky. If you cannot do this, that's fine. Do what you can. Okay? Hands at heart center again. Bring yourself up. Look up, flat back, breathe. Look up, flat back again, swan dive up. We'll reverse swan dive. Bring your hands to heart center. One more time. We're taking a nice breather here. Then we're going to look up, flat back, bring it back down. Now we're in downward facing dog. Go into plank, chaturanga down. We're doing a nice vinyasa fold, cobra. Bring it to downward facing dog. And into child's pose. So that was a nice vinyasa flow. Okay? Vinyasa. Whatever vinyasa that you would like to do, it don't have to be that. It's however your body handles. I'm sorry. Okay? Take a few cat and cows here at your own pace. Remember to breathe, breathe. Take a breather here. Bring your hands at heart center. And just breathe and take in the moment. I decided to do a nice little flow here. I believe this is the time I take a nice little flow. But I'm going to bring an arm here, and we're going to thread the needle. I thought I was going to do a flow, but I didn't. Not yet. It's not coming up yet. But thread the needle here. If you can't do this, you can go into child's pose. Other side, whatever you do on one side, you must do on the other side. So we're threading the needle. We're doing puppy pose here. Now we're going to do tiger pose. If you can't do it, that's fine. Just tiger pose and do the other leg. Whatever you can do, do it. If you can't do it, that's fine. I understand. Back in the child's pose. Take a nice breather here. I believe this is when I do my flow. I'm not sure. Okay, puppy pose a little here. Downward facing dog. Plank. Knees, chest, and chin. Yeah, this is my flow that I'm doing. So you can do whatever flow that you want to do, but I decided to do a flow. This is what my body wanted to do. In pigeon pose. So that was my flow, you guys. So whatever flow that you want to do, go ahead and do it. Okay? Don't do this if you can't do it. That's fine. Do not do it, y'all. I don't want y'all talking about Marquita. No, Marquita, no. Okay? All right, so now we're going to get ready for Savasana. As we have our palms facing up, our feet going off to the sides. As we slow down our body, we slow down our heart rate as we take in everything and seal in everything that we have done for today. And as we have the positivity inside of us and all the negativity out, as we remember our intention that we set for the class for the night or for the day, as we bring it in throughout the week until the next time we practice, as our body remembers the poses and the practice of the day in the moment, as you melt into the mat and remember what you have done for today. I'm sorry, y'all. We're going to wiggle our fingers, wiggle our toes as we wake our body up from the Savasana, as we slowly work up our body and come back to reality, as we roll to one side, and to wait there for 1 minute, a little second or what have you, and just get up slowly but surely as we end the yoga class. And get up into a seated position with your hands at heart center. As we end our class in the sound of Om, we are going to breathe in, breathe out, and on the next breathe out, we are going to end the class in the sound of Om. So bring your hands at heart center, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, for joining my class today. I hope you have found this helpful and you will find peace and light in your life today. And I hope that you carried your intention throughout the class, and I hope that it was very helpful to you and that it will be helpful throughout the week. And have a peaceful week and continue to be peaceful. Let all the negativity out and stay positive as much as you can. Thank you for joining. Namaste.